Basically, I'm going to put myself into this bathtub filled with cold water, and while I do that, I'm going to have a discussion, a conversation with you. So without further ado, let's get in here. By the way, I cut my hair. What do you think? Got rid of the mullet. It was time to say bye to the mullet. I got a comment the other day and talked about how it's not the feet that makes your brain go, oof, that's cold. Rather, it's the balls. I agree. The moment the balls feel the cold water, it sends like this fight or flight sensation throughout my entire body. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about today, it's this. You know what's really cool? You literally have the power to wake up tomorrow and say, this is not how my story ends. So powerful. So powerful. And it's deep because to a certain degree, I think all of us have the ability to make a change or an adjustment to our lives, right? Every single one of us, regardless of your social economic background or hands dealt in life, we all face obstacles, setbacks, and trials. It's just a matter of how do you respond to those variables, to those contingencies, to when, things go wrong. And that's the remarkable thing about life. Whew. You don't have to remain who you are if you don't like who you are, if you don't like being the way you've always been. You can literally make a change if you want to. You can challenge yourself to do better. You can push yourself out of your comfort zone, like what I'm doing right now, because the whole point of this is to do something that sucks, to do something that is uncomfortable every single day. That is why I am doing this as my chosen method. I also run, and I hate running, so those are my two medicines. Adversity is a guarantee in life. We're all going to face some form or shape of a setback. It's just a matter of how will you respond. If you feel like right now, the way that your life is going, you just feel stuck, I'm here today to say that it's not true. You can make the proper adjustments to change. Whether you're trying to lose weight or get into law school or whatever it is, small changes and the right habits done over time will result in a drastic transformation. I'm not trying to say that overnight your life can change. But over the span of 60 days or over the span of a year, absolutely. So if you're not happy with how your life is going so far for the past year or 10 years, take this as your sign to wake up. Think of your younger self, the little you, when you were like 5 years old or even 7 years old. Become the person that they needed. And the world needs you to make these changes because you are a blessing in disguise, man. You don't even see it. But 6 months from now, 3 years from now, the new you is going to impact these people that cross paths with you, and you don't even see it. The only person that is standing in your way is yourself. Once you realize this, you can make a change and you can change your life for the better. And on that note of this is not how the story is going to end, it reminds me of the Super Bowl a few years back. It was the Patriots versus the Falcons. Spoiler alert, unless you've been living under a rock. At the halftime, after playing 2 quarters, the Patriots were down by like 3 touchdowns, maybe 4 touchdowns, right? And at that point, the Falcons were indeed going to win the Super Bowl. However, what the Patriots illustrated is that a story filled with adversity and setbacks makes a hell of a story. especially when you make that comeback and you win. So the Patriots ended up making a comeback and they ended up winning the Super Bowl. So likewise, when it comes to your life or even my life, all of the crap and pain and setbacks that we're dealing with, dude, it's making for a hell of a story. That dad lore, all I'm trying to say is that it's going to be a hell of a story, and you've got what it takes inside of you to change. On that note, I'm going to get out of here so I can go about the rest of my day. Anyways, that was another episode of Cold for Thought. Stay safe, everyone.